Greetings, welcome back to Pink Oddbird. Today I'm here to share this book with you, so let's go ahead and get started. So this book is a custom order. I was asked to make this by a friend of mine for a gift, and it is a Dragon Age theme, so it's really kind of medieval. And if you don't know what Dragon Age is, it's a video game, and the character that she really likes is the Iron Bull, and so this book has a lot of things that are kind of centered around the Iron Bull. If you didn't know, one of the things that I like to do, as well as making books and other things, is playing video games. So this book was a really fun thing to make, and I had a great time making. It kind of fit with the theme that I was given. So let's take a look at the cover here. You might be wondering what this is. It's the eye patch that's worn by the main character that she likes, and he wears this patch, I think, on his left eye. So it's supposed to be kind of like a dirty silver color, so I used some of my metallic mixed media stuff and tried to make it look kind of metallic, and Priscilla suggested that I used foam because I was trying to find the right medium to do this with, and foam seems to work pretty good, so thanks, Priscilla. And then these here are the straps. So basically this is the straps that will go kind of like around his head. So this is the cover. The spine is banded, and the cover is this really nice kind of like faux leather. And this here is it's the bookmark, and I was asked to do some little pops of pink here and there, so that's what I did. And then it wouldn't be right if I didn't use bulldog clips because the Iron Bull is obviously a bull, for the closure. And as you can see, it's just got these little like spiky things as the chain. And if she needs to expand this book, because it's kind of full, if she needs to expand this book in the future, there's a little bit of slack on either side of this chain, so she can move these down a little if the book needs to open a little bit more. And then I did do a hollow spine on this, and like I said, I was asked to do some pink, so the hollow spine in there, if you look, is kind of pink, and I did that so that this book would lay pretty flat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. So there's 4 signatures in this book. There are a ton of pages. I don't know how many. On the front, I just did a little bit of stenciling with some metallic wax, and I just have a ribbon here. And then this is a little map of the video game land. So here I did use some digis that Mrs. Cog sent me, and they are her digitals called the Dragons, so they're really perfect if you want to do like some kind of like dragon or medieval themed book. So thank you, Mrs. Cog. I will link to those. And then I made these little file folders, and they basically all have like a little title kind of matching the codex in the game, so I thought that those would be fun for her to journal on. There's digital kits in here. I'll link to all the kits that I used in the description box because I can't remember. Coffee stained paper. There's some textiles. And some of these pages, like if she's not sure, I don't really know if she knows about like junk journals or not, but I'll try and kind of briefly explain as we go through. So this is a little piece of vellum here, and then it has like a little bit of writing space. And then these are really super old book pages, and if she wants, she can gesso over these, and she can do sketching because she likes to sketch and watercolor. Or she can glue her own pictures or things that are interesting to her about this game over pages like this. So I did do a couple of little steins, and I used Priscilla's tutorial for gilding on this, so it has like a little bit of gold gilding on it. There's a little pop of pink, and then this just flips back and she can do some writing underneath. Another one of those little file folders. This one says items. These are just some little dragon eggs. And then of course we have the dragon skin here. And so here there's a little double-sided axe, and this is his weapon of choice, so that's what he kind of totes around in the game. There's a little image, and then she can write something in here and along the outer space as well. Coffee stained index card, and he's not sure, I think, from what I understand, he's not really sure if this is his people or not, but I put it in here so maybe she can write her own theory about that. And then these pages in the center I left plain, but they're really pretty. They're from Digital Curio, I do know that. But she can, again, glue her own images or, you know, words, whatever she wants to put over that, or leave it plain. It's up to her. And another one of Mrs. Cog's images there from the dragons. Mostly all the images that are going to look like this are from Mrs. Cog. Here it says happily ever after because they're, you know, he can be your, I don't know if you guys are familiar with video games, but you have the option of being like in role-playing games, which are called RPGs. You have the option of being in like a romance with someone, and these games are fun because you have a choice of playing them a lot of different, you know, you can play these games many times and the game can go several different ways depending on the choices that you make in the game. So they're pretty fun. So these are those vintage letters, and I just thought they looked pretty cool for this theme. And then I left them plain on the back. I just did a little bit of stenciling and light stamping so she can do some more journaling. There's another one, index card, that says notes, and I thought they're kind of funny because it's like index, kind of like codex. So some more writing space. These book pages are so old, and I can't remember what the year is, but they're super old. Again, if she wants, she can gesso or write or glue over this. She can still do some writing on this area here. There's a little pocket, and then there's more extra journaling space here on this coffee stained paper. I did want to coffee stain the pages in here to make them look old and have that really medieval look, so even the kit pages I coffee stained. So here's another one of those tags with the dragons, and then in the background of these you'll notice there's pink dragon scales. So up here is another index card, and this one says magic. And that's the end of the first signature. On the back it says when we are together, because again, romance choices. So this envelope, I left it open in case she wants to like write something kind of secret in there. And then she can also do some journaling here on the front. That's the name of Mrs. Cog's kit there. These are the mixed media tags that I've made before, and I do have a tutorial on how I make these. But it's pretty neat because I use that same stencil like you saw on the inside front cover, and I just tried to make it look dragon scaly. So there's like blues and pinks. There's even a little gold. Yeah, the pinks in here you can kind of see when you tilt it, it looks scaly. So their Dragon Age Inquisition is the game, and then that's just an image. So down at the bottom there's a little piece, and it's a pocket just with a couple little extra sheets for a small little note. It says dragons on there. I love this page of that kit. So I put this dragon here because he's got tattoos, and they look kind of like tribal tattoos. So I thought this was perfect because it's kind of a tribal looking dragon. Another little journaling card she can write on the back of these. So it just tucks in here. I like these kit pages because they have like red splatters, so it kind of reminds me of the dragon blood. And the dragon blood is also relevant to this character because it has something to do with how they become who they are. So another super old book page, another bit of pink lace, big journaling space here. And this is I believe this here is the other side of a book page, and I just left it plain so she can write on there. This is a little dictionary piece, and I just cut off the part where it has all of the words that start with or include the word bull, including the word bull. So I just put that on with washi tape. So I don't know if she may want to like cut out some of these definitions and use them throughout the book or something. And then just another little map in there she can gesso over and do some drawing. These are just some old book pages, and they have like dragon images on them, but I stitched them on like this so she can either put paper back here and journal behind this, or she can cut these little images off and place them throughout the book as she sees fit. Another envelope here with a little journaling card, and this page is really cool because it's got all the dragons on it. Same on this side. Little pink pocket. And these are craft, so she can write on the backs of those or draw. Little journaling card. More fabric. So here is another one of those collage tags that I made, and up here it says the hunter, and it's got a little book page in the back that says Dragon Slayer, and it's plain on the back. So here, you can't really tell on video, but if you kind of really look at this little heart is see-through. Behind it is the Iron Bull's like silhouette, so you can kind of see his silhouette through this little heart. And this heart, I stamped out the word Caden. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But if you choose him to be like your romantic partner in the game, he starts calling you that name, apparently. So there's just like a little journaling card with a romantic couple on it. It's one of her bigger images from the dragons. There's a belly band here with a little tag. Here's the bookmark, and like I said, I put that on pink seam binding so she can mark her spot off where she's at in the book. There's another one of those. These look so cool in person. I wish you could really see, but it's just one of those mixed media tags. And I did do these on watercolor paper, and she likes to watercolor too. And I did get some of the mediums on the back, but I think it kind of adds to the background. So if she wanted to come in and sketch and do maybe a little bit more watercoloring on the back of this, that would be kind of fun, I think. There's a little index card here, and it says Quest. I love these little night images. So here she's got more space. It's like kind of like bookshelf. It's got like books, so I thought that was kind of fun. So she can glue that down and make it a pocket, or just leave it open and do some writing. Piece of Tim Holtz fabric. Another axe. So this is another one of those envelopes I've left open. So here I have, there's double pockets, so both of these here are pockets, so she can tuck some things in. And this, if you open it, it's kind of like a Hermelinda tag, but not really. This is the shape of what his bull horns look like, and I've just kind of made, I distressed it so that it's darker on the edges, and then it fades in, so it kind of looks like how his horns look in the video game. And she can do like a little bit of writing on the inside if she wants. There's another envelope here. Here's an envelope from one of the kits, and it kind of looks like dragon skin. And I just made it an envelope that flips open like this, so she can tuck some things inside of there. So here is a large index card, and this is his name, I believe. So I just stamped that out there, and just a little bit of Tim Holtz fabric that has like the dragon scales. And then this is just an altered little paper clip, so I just used a piece from Medieval Mirage to do that. It's a little bit of fabric. Another little journaling card, and there's a tag, and this is another one of those collage tags, and I did a little wax seal here with my owl wax seal. There's another one of those letters. It's the same, it's just in this belly band, and it's probably faster if I just tell you. So there's another one of those collage tags. This is the last signature. There's another one of those gilded beer stein tags, and the back's kind of distressed a little bit. And then in this lace pocket that you see here, I've just tucked in another index card, and this one says spells. These are all words that actually come from the codex of the game. I like this little Tim Holtz piece here because it's got eggs on it. It kind of reminded me of dragon eggs. There's another dragon. So lots of space in here, even though the book is kind of full, but so here's the center of that signature. Some little flying, these are Gryffindors, I believe. I mean, these are Griffins. Another envelope with the dragon scales. So this book is quite a bit more toned down than the last medieval book that I did, because the other one has like lots of like vibrant colors like gold and purple, and then I wanted this one to be more like darker because I've played this game before and it is kind of like dark and there's lots of like browns and blacks and stuff like that. So here I made a little fabric tag, and the Iron Bull is a little bit of a trickster. He likes to hide things and stuff. So I made this a little hidden pocket, so she's got like a little journaling card in there so she can write something on it and hide it back away inside of this tag. There's the culture index card. So here's another one of those tribal type images, and it's the bull. And then in this little tuck spot there's another one of those old letters. There's a long skinny tag. And then here is the last of those mixed media tags that I made on watercolor. And you can see this one says Iron Bull. I used the Tim Holtz ransom letters. And then it's got like a little picture of the Iron Bull in there so you guys can kind of see what he looks like. And then just below him, so just below this pocket here with the Iron Bull in it, there's the creatures index card. And there's my stamp. And then in the back of the book here, there's an empty pocket for her to be able to add something in as she works through the book. So I know I was going a little bit fast there, but I'm on a time crunch, and it's a kind of a big book, so I wanted to get through that kind of quickly. But I think we are pretty much done here, and I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me for this flip through, and I really hope that she enjoys this book. And I really want to thank my friend for asking me to make this, because it was pretty awesome and pretty fun, and I haven't played this game in a long time, so it was kind of nice to go back and do a little bit of reading and stuff about the game and just the character, this character in particular. So that is going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned, because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.